and welcome to Scoops Propaganda on YouTube. Howdy do, howdy do, howdy do. This week I'm actually earlier than the last 6-7 months or so because it's Alexi, the Wonder Puppy, free day today. Yay! Balloons coming from the ceiling and sparklers are going off. We love her, but wow, is she a pain on Friday. But anyway, back to the excitement of what you're here for. Let's see, we have Superman Presents Lois Lane comic, all about Lois, and I will say boring, really boring, and really boring. So, nice try DC, but you missed it by a country mile. Then we got Scott Lobdell writing Superman. Goodbye, good riddance, Scott Lobdell. Then we go to Action Comics. Greg Pak's really doing a really good job with this book, as is Aaron Kuder. It's really building momentum and a really good storyline. Yeah, very character-based. The new Lana is really cool. She should be an engineer on Firefly. She probably is. And I like the whole thing. It's actually doing really well. Superman, Wonder Woman, or I'd like to call it, what is this? I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it. It's just kind of silly. And the ending is supposed to be shocking, but I just didn't find it shocking at all. Nah, I don't think this show's going to last past issue 10, maybe 12 at the best. That's my guess. Superman, Batman Annual. See, I said in the right order. Superman, Batman Annual. It's just a fun, kind of strange story with Warworld and Supergirl and Steel and Batgirl and Batman and Crypto and you name it. It's just kind of a fun, crazy story. Just go with it. Yeah, I kind of liked it. Then we go to Superman, Batman, First Contact, where they have Power Girl and Superman and Batman and Huntress first meeting. Here's the second part right here, so let's put them in order then. First, second, first, second. I'm really digging this, even though you can tell the writers aren't comparing notes very well because the characterization is kind of off a bit for some of the characters between the books. But other than that, I'm really kind of digging this whole storyline with them trying to figure out what Power Girl's powers are wacky, etc. Really kind of cool stuff. One of the best Superman books on the market out there, Smallville Alien, Part 4. This one's leading up to some kind of crisis happening in the Smallville universe. Batman guest stars, and Lex is in here, kind of a cool cliffhanger resolve. Next one's going to be Smallville Lantern, where I think it's Clark becomes Green Lantern or something. But yeah, excellent book. And this one here, Vintage Superman, the Out of Continuity Stories, is very interesting because it takes the idea that Dan Jurgens used to do in the old Superman books in the 80s and 90s of people writing letters to Superman. It's all just different kind of letters he gets. Very touching stories, actually. Very hit and miss title, but this one I kind of liked. Justice 3000 dropped. Animal Man, one more issue to go. And I kind of feel like Jeff Lemire is kind of rushing this to get out the door. Because this whole issue is just kind of to me. Jonah Hex. I love this storyline. It's a dangerous cancellation. I don't understand why. Because it's a great storyline of him in the 20th century. And yes, he does get his face fixed. And yes, spoiler alert, he does go back to the past, which we knew that was going to happen anyway. And I kind of like this one. It's a really interestingly told story of Jonah in the present day. And Forever Evil. Justice League of America tie-in issue. Or I like to put it, what a waste of a comic this is. Justice League Forever Evil tie-in issue. Much better story. Jeff Johns reintroduced the Metal Man to the DC Universe. It is like the 25th time DC's tried to explain the Metal Man are, but I kind of still liked how it comes together and how he explains them. Even though Dr. Will Magnus has been de-aged massively in the New 52. But still kind of cool. Forever Evil Argus tie-in. Steve Trevor going on his wild and crazy quest everywhere to somehow free Justice League. And this one he goes against Killer Frost and him try to get themselves away from Cheetah. It's really kind of interesting story stuff here. Favorable Arkham War. I love this stuff because it says villain upon villain beating the snot out of each other and double-crossing each other. And Bane pretending to be Batman. And it's just nastiness. Favorable number 6. Big stuff happens in this issue. Nightwing, maybe he's dead, maybe he's not. That's not a spoiler because it's weeks since this thing came out. And the big reveal at the end with who the guy under the hood is really quite amazing. Yeah, can't wait till the last issue to see how this thing goes. And Life with Archie. I got the very end cover here. More great soap opera styles of Archie. Mary's Betty, Mary's Veronica. Real World issues come in. Still a great read every month. Or so. I'm not sure what the schedule is from Archie. And then shocking of the day. I picked up another Marvel comic. Gasp. How'd that happen? Captain Marvel #1. My Captain Marvel, when I was a kid, a million years ago, with this one here, was Miss Marvel. And then she went to another dimension, and then she came back, and then she got all glowy and hung out with the X-Men for a while. And I don't really know much beyond that. There's not much explanation of beyond that here. It just kind of picks up right with her being on Earth, and then it goes right to her in space. But it's still kind of interesting, actually. I don't quite understand what her powers are yet, but I'm still interested to see where it goes, because I can tell they're trying to base it more on character here, really emphasizing that, instead of all the other stuff, what her powers are, whatever. They're just going right to the character bits. So it's kind of interesting, actually. I'm interested to see what this goes like. That's this for this month. Please check out Scoop Riches on Twitter, Scoop's Mental Propaganda online, my blog, and of course, see you next month. Toot-toot. And check me out on Twitter at Scoop Riches. And check out my blog, Scoop's Mental Propaganda. And hit like to my Facebook page. Thank you very much.